Everyone says that if you want to become wealthy, you must work hard and climb the corporate ladder. However, this is one of the worst ways to increase your wealth. Growing up in a traditional Indian household, I was taught that good grades were very important. I assumed that better grades would lead to more money. Although it is true that better grades can lead to a better job, it does not necessarily follow that this will result in more money. I used to think that if I got better grades, I would be able to make more money. This is not necessarily true. Let me give you an example. In 2021, the average worker in Coca-Cola made between $30,000 to $180,000 a year, regardless of their position, ranging from factory workers to financial directors. If you worked your way up the corporate ladder, you could potentially make between $30,000 to $70,000 a year. He is working on the company. He is a thinker and his job is to make sure that the company is successful. In 2021, James Quincey, the CEO of Coca-Cola, earned $24.8 million. He had to work hard every day to make this money, but his job was to work on the company rather than within it. He was thinking about how he could grow the company, which direction to take it in, and what ideas they could come up with. He was working on the company, rather than within it. The workers were working in the company. The difference is that when James Quincey earned $24.8 million, he was working on the company, not in it. The $24.8 million that James Quincey earned was not all cash. It was a combination of cash and equity, meaning some stock in the company. This is where the corporate ladder ends for 95 to 98% of people. For the other percent or so of people who make it to the C-level executive, there are very few of them. However, if you look outside of the corporate ladder, you have Warren Buffett, an owner of the Coca-Cola Company. He owns a lot of the stock, and in 2021, he made over $700 million in dividends, which was cash he received in his pocket, not equity. The second point to understand is that Warren Buffett's $700 million was cash he received in his pocket, and he did not have to go to work at Coca-Cola every single day to earn it. He got the money because he simply owned the company and received the profits. The thinkers, such as C-level executives, have a fiduciary duty to increase the share value of the corporation, which means they have a duty to increase the stock price. This benefits the owners, but not necessarily the workers, unless they are buying stock in the company or the company is giving them stock. Furthermore, the system benefits these people because of taxes. When people are workers, they receive W-2s and salaries, meaning they will pay the highest tax rates. Investment income, however, comes with lower tax rates and more tax deductions. On average, W-2s will pay between 15 to 30% of taxes, depending on where they live and how much money they make. If you are the head honcho, making the CEO's salary, you will be paying 39 to 52% of this income in taxes because you are still getting a big W-2 income. However, as the owner and when you get this money in dividends, the top tax rate is 20%. This means you can make more money, not have to go to work every day, do something else, and pay less in taxes. To own a piece of the corporate ladder, you can buy it or build it. If you want to buy it, you can start as an investor with as little as $100. To stay up to date on what's happening in the financial markets, you can use the free resource market briefs. Alternatively, if you don't want to buy it, you can build it. Building a company like Coca-Cola isn't easy and requires you to be an operator. Everybody in America should be a business owner, but not everybody should be a business operator or someone running a company. This means everyone can be an investor by taking the money they make and moving some of it to invest in the system. This way, they are not just working to climb the corporate ladder, but to make more money so they can own more assets. The stock market has made becoming an owner much more accessible, and digital brokerages allow you to start investing in stocks with as little as $100. Alternatively, you can invest in startup companies, which is riskier, or real estate, where you build equity in rental properties and get paid with rental income. Equity is how people get rich, but you don't get rich from the value of the home you live in unless you sell it for a profit.